If you're like most folks who have tried a few home gym gadgets, the biggest worry is ending up with something that gathers dust while you keep scrolling for the right machine. You've seen the hype about indoor ski trainers promising a full-body burn, but the question that keeps you up at night is whether the price tag actually translates into real results for your space, your schedule, and your fitness goals. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm going to walk through the exact things you should weigh before you click Add to Cart. First off, let's talk about what this piece of equipment really is. The Katusher indoor ski machine is built to let you mimic the side-to-side motion of downhill skiing while you stay planted on a workout mat. The idea is simple: you push and pull the handles, your legs slide on a glide track, and the resistance can be dialed from almost nothing up to a hefty 100 kilograms. In practice, that means you can start with a gentle warm-up and crank up the challenge as you get stronger, all while staying on a compact footprint that fits in most living rooms or basements. Setting it up is surprisingly straightforward. The frame is made from oak, which not only looks more premium than a sheet metal treadmill but also adds a solid base. You'll unpack a few panels, slot them together with the provided bolts, and attach the glide rail. The whole thing bolts down to the floor with a set of anchor points, so once it's in place, you won't feel any wobble even when you're pushing against that max resistance. For anyone who's worried about a piece of equipment tipping over during a sweaty session, the 150 kg stability rating gives a decent safety margin. Now, the daily usability factor. I ran the machine for a couple of weeks, slipping it onto a standard yoga mat to protect my floor. The first thing I noticed was the smoothness of the glide. The track feels low friction, which is essential because a jerky or sticky motion would make the workout feel more like a chore than a cardio session. The resistance knob is located on the side and clicks into place, so you can make quick adjustments between sets without breaking your flow. This is handy if you're doing interval training, say, 30 seconds of high-resistance sprints followed by a minute of low-intensity recovery. One of the biggest draws for people looking at this machine is the promise of a full-body sculpt. The motion engages your glutes, inner and outer thighs, core, and even your arms because you're pulling the handles in sync with the leg action. I found that after a 20-minute session, my heart rate was solidly in the aerobic zone, and I could feel a decent burn in the quads and hips. The calorie burn isn't just from the legs moving. The constant need to stabilize your torso adds that extra metabolic kick many static cardio machines miss. But the real question is, who actually benefits from this setup? If you're a runner who wants to add lateral strength, a skier missing the slopes during the off-season, or anyone who enjoys a low-impact cardio that still feels dynamic, this ski trainer slots right in. It's also a good fit for families thanks to the ergonomic design. Even a teenager can hop on and get a decent workout, and the adjustable resistance means you can share it with a parent who wants a tougher session. For people dealing with joint issues, the smooth glide reduces the pounding you'd get on a treadmill or elliptical, making it a gentler alternative while still challenging the muscles. On the flip side, there are clear scenarios where you might want to look elsewhere. First, space is still a consideration. While the footprint is smaller than a full treadmill, the machine sits low and spreads out sideways, so you need at least a couple of feet of clearance on each side to swing the handles freely. If you're living in a studio apartment with a couch right next to the wall, you'll probably feel cramped. Second, the motion is very specific. If you thrive on variety switching between rowing, cycling, and high-intensity jumping, this single-mode device could become monotonous after a few months. Finally, the price point sits higher than a basic stepper or mini bike. If you're on a tight budget and just need a cardio fix, you might get more mileage out of a jump rope or a compact elliptical. Let's dig into the practical strengths that justify the cost. The oak construction isn't just for aesthetics, it adds real rigidity that keeps the whole system from flexing under heavy resistance. This means you can safely push the dial up to 100 kilograms without the frame creaking or the glide track wobbling. The resistance range itself is a standout. Many home cardio machines cap out around 3,040 kilograms, which is fine for beginners but limits progress for advanced users. Here, you can simulate everything from a gentle ski glide to a near sprint, making the machine future-proof as you improve. The full-body engagement also means you can replace two separate pieces of equipment, a leg-focused